Look, Joe goofy ass. You done met a below average woman and you want to take her on a date. Okay. You want to take her to a nice restaurant because she refused to go on a coffee date. There ain't nothing wrong with going on coffee dates. Coffee dates are great fillers to see if you even get along with this woman. See if you guys click, see if you guys are compatible, and to see if she's worthy of a dinner date. If you meet a woman and she says she doesn't do coffee dates, she ain't for you. There's nothing wrong with coffee dates. You got a lot of below average women who've been ran through, been fucked in bathrooms, been fucked at their homegirl's house in front of people, but they refuse to go on a coffee date. You got women who have a body count of over 100 men refuse to go on a coffee date. Make it make sense. Do not let these women shame you because you want to take them on a coffee date. Coffee date is a great filler. If she does not want to go on a coffee date with you, that means she is just using you for a free meal and attention. Because if you notice, like you take a woman on a date, right? She's doing a little Instagram story, TikTok, whatever, and she's not even including you into the video. She's only taking a video of the food, telling you, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah, if you take a woman out to a fancy restaurant, cool. But I used to have a rule. This is way when I first became red pill, I guess. If I had to spend money to take you to a fancy restaurant, we're fucking in the bathroom. And I told women that. And I fucked in the bathroom all the time. There was a restaurant I used to go to here in New York. That was my go-to to take hoes on dates. It ain't even a fancy restaurant. It's Spice. Y'all been to Spice? It's a regular restaurant here in New York. They got them all over, I think. Smashed so many bitches in that bathroom. And that's not even an expensive restaurant. But that was my thing. Like, if I'm taking your goofy ass on a date, we're fucking in the bathroom. I'm gonna have you bent over. And that happened. This one chick, she wanted to go to a fancy restaurant in Harlem. And I said, I looked at the menu. I was like, okay, if we go here, we're fucking. And she was like, bet. Went to the bathroom, had her bent over, fucking the shit out of her. And it was sexy. I'm pulling her hair and shit. And I got her looking in the mirror and shit. And we have to be quiet because we don't, but whoo. I got it in, bro, before I got into a serious relationship. I did some funny, crazy shit. But yeah. If she wants you to take her on a date to a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, and if her goofy ass picks it too, yeah, we're fucking in the bathroom. Cause I like to live on the edge. I want to have some excitement. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna pull your fucking hair. I'm gonna fuck you while we're standing up, while we're looking in the mirror. Or she can't arch you because y'all can't be too loud, but you pulling on her hair and y'all looking at each other in the fucking mirror. You grabbing her throat too a little bit. Yeah, do that. If this bitch makes you take it to a fucking restaurant, yeah, you ATB in the fucking bathroom. Because shit, this is your time. You're wasting your time on this hoe anyway. But if a woman has a problem with you taking on a coffee date, you don't need this bitch in your life. Kick it to the curb. Let's watch this video.
Coffee date this, coffee date that. Babe, you fucking with a big body gal. If you're thinking of taking...
And she probably got fucked in the staircases somewhere in the Bronx, in the projects with a nigga she wanted to really fuck with. So her ass, who probably got a high body count, she don't want to do coffee dates with your goofy ass. Okay.
Taking me to a coffee date because you think it's going to be the best cheap alternative option. Babe, the conversation can't be that good that you think I'm going to get full and excited off a croissant and matcha. I don't drink coffee. That's one. Two, whenever I get coffee, whatever, cafe dates with my friends, babe, we get food immediately after. I don't know what type of bitch you think you're fucking with, but I like to eat. Don't you like to eat?
But there's nothing wrong with taking on a coffee date. If you take her to a coffee date, you feeling the vibe and shit, and you want to get to know her more. If she was on her best behavior, she really was fucking with you. After the coffee date, if you want to take her out to a restaurant, okay, I understand. But if she fucks up and her attitude is off and you don't like her, yeah, leave the coffee date and go about your business. But most women do not deserve this. And men are waking up. That's why women are angry online about these coffee dates. Men aren't taking us out to dinner and shit. Like, yeah, as they should.
I'm concerned. Why you think Not only does it give low effort, but yes, it does give broke as well, respectfully.
Look, you guys can go on
A broke person calling another person broke.
coffee dates if you want. I am not trying to knock like another woman's decisions, but knowing what I know about men, like I won't do them because they literally put us in categories right from the very beginning, right? And I cannot fall into the category, oh, she seems cute, let's see where this goes, low effort date. She can like prove.
Yes, everything should be low effort. He doesn't know you. Why should a man go all out for you? You're a stranger. No niggas taking you out to no 5-star restaurant when you've been giving that pussy for free to the niggas you really wanted to fuck. He doesn't know you. You do not deserve that right away. You got to earn that from a man. And I'm glad men are waking up. They're not doing this shit.
That she's worth going to dinner with or like spending more time with. If you don't see my inherent value from the beginning, you don't pursue me in the way that you would be pursuing
Yeah, you do not have any value. I don't know you to even decide that. Two, you don't deserve any man to pursue you. You do not deserve, a man should not be courting and pursue. Those days are over. Back in the day when women were traditional, yeah, I understand that. But these days, no. Majority of women have a why would I pursue a woman who already has a roster of niggas she's already fucking and using for shit that she needs? Why would I pursue a woman who's got a roster? That doesn't make no sense. That's a waste of my money, time, and energy that I can't get back. So why would I waste my time trying to pursue someone who has a full-blown roster? No.
dream girl, I get the ick. The fact that there's another woman out there that you would pull out all the stops for or put in the effort for, because I guarantee you there is. Guarantee you there's always somebody that they would do it for. And I'm not that person. That means you are not my person. Absolutely not.
Ladies, I was talking to this guy the other day and he was like, let's go grab a cup of coffee. I said, I don't like coffee, so I don't want to be doing that. He said, let's go get drinks. I don't drink on empty stomach. And he was like, well, it's kind of weird and it makes me think twice of you that you would want to sit down for a meal with someone you don't know. If I don't want coffee or drinks, don't manipulate me into getting coffee or drinks. A lot of men will manipulate you into going along with what they want. So be careful with that. If you say I don't want to do that, a man should say, okay, cool, let me take you out.
Any nigga who's pursuing this, just know that he's down bad. He either filed bankruptcy, he lost his job, his car got repoed, he has literally $0 in his bank account. Any nigga who's pursuing this, just know that that nigga's down bad, and when he gets his money up, he's gonna dip.
To dinner. Any man that's gonna manipulate you, make you feel bad. Luckily for me, that stuff doesn't work, but women, just be on the lookout. If you say your standard and a man's trying to manipulate you or convince you that, oh, coffee is the best, you can leave. No, coffee is cheap and I don't do cheap. I don't want to do a cheap date. Okay, I'm only getting coffee right now because I'm about to go to Pilates and I need some caffeine to keep me going. I'm not going to go get coffee with a guy. You're broke and you're cheap. It's not tricking if you got it.
Coffee dates don't make it easier for you. They make it easier for him to date multiple women.
I've done one coffee date ever in my entire life, and this is the reason why I will never, ever do it again. I matched with this guy. This is in my straight era, so I was only dating guys. And he was very persistent. He really wanted to take me out. So I was like, okay, whatever. He's being persistent. Let's go out. He offers a coffee date. And at the time, I'm like
Yeah, he wanted to take her out because he wanted to go on a motorboat ride.
I'm like, whatever. Like, I've never done a coffee date before. A lot of times, usually guys will take you out to dinner, but whatever. He wants to go on a coffee date. He sends me the place, he sends me the time, and then we meet and we grab coffee. It seemed nice on paper because he like drove a nice car. He had a Porsche. He had like the same dog that I have. He travels a lot, which is okay.
You hear these key points when he had a Porsche, he travels. These are just no, but okay. Yeah, but just know these are things. Women do not care about a guy's character and shit. Just they care about what he has. Because this sounds impressive, right? He drives a Porsche. He's successful. He travels. This is what really gets women's attention. And he probably fucked her in that Porsche too. Arch that back. Arch that back. Because she probably looks like she got a wiggle, a little fatty. She probably looks like she got a little fatty. And she probably was bent over in that Porsche. So...
Okay, and then he starts talking about how he goes on so many dates on this app that we met on. He's talking about how he is constantly going on dates with the app that we met on, and he loves doing coffee dates because, like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Coffee dates are easy, and I'm 90% sure that I paid for my own coffee too. Let me start off by saying no woman is a gold digger because they want you to take her out to dinner. If a man asks you out on a date and they should be expected to pay because they asked you out.
This nigga is a boss. He's successful. He wasn't paying for shit. And he got her ass to go on a coffee date. And she went with him because he drives a Porsche and he's successful. So she thought that this was probably a good investment. So this nigga smart. He's not a simp.
Are we asking for a lot? Even a platonic co-worker would offer to pay for your coffee.
No, the fuck I would. I had this bitch come over. This bitch came over to fuck, right? So she wanted to meet. Let's meet me at the coffee shop first. I was all right, cool. And she was like, "You're not gonna get my coffee?" I was like, "No." And she came to my apartment, got fucked, and when I was done, I said, "All right, I got shit to do." And she left and drove back home. Don't be buying shit for these women.
But not this date. A man that wants to be your partner, a man that wants to be your significant other, a man that doesn't even buy you a coffee. Okay. There's gonna be people like, oh my god, I met my husband on a coffee date. Like, okay, you're an exception to the rule. You're the very small 1% exception. Like, you can have that. I've learned that coffee dates are a waste of my time. They're cheap, they're lazy, and I'm not cheap, and I'm not for someone that's lazy. I'm a queen and I deserve to be treated like a
You're not a queen. You're just pump and dump. Especially with those big ass fucking motorboat tits you got. Pump and dump. Freaky shit. That's it. He doesn't know you to be courting your goofy ass. Freak, arch that back, bend the fuck over, shut the fuck up, face down, ass up, and I'm taking you to Pound Town. I'm not taking you to dinner. I'm taking your ass to Pound Town.
queen, and if you want to go out with me, then you better step the fuck up, because some people will accept less, but I won't. To wrap up the story, he messaged me not 1 day later, 1 month later, being like, I'm so sorry, I forgot to follow.
That is a G. He messaged her goofy ass back 1 month later. This nigga's not no simp ass nigga. This nigga was okay, I respect that. But she's mad that this nigga wasn't kissing her ass. Cause she's so used to thirsty niggas kissing her ass. She got big tits, she probably got a fat ass, and she's used to these thirsty niggas putting her on pedestals. But this nigga who's successful, who drives a Porsche, who's got his own shit, he ain't putting her ass on a pedestal because he knows better.
Up, like my friend of a friend got sick, like blah blah blah, and I was like, oh my god, you're one of those. Why'd you have to be one of those? Anyways, yeah, big waste of my time. Don't even bother.
Coffee dates are actually okay, but under these conditions. I'm gonna just be real blunt with y'all. If y'all are at the same level, it's fine. You guys can go on, you can ask her for a coffee date. It does signal something. This is what it signals. It signals that this is just kind of a light touch base. You're seeing if you guys vibe with each other. If she is a super baddie, she will probably not agree to this date. Again, if you're on the same level, this works. But if she is a super baddie, she will probably just ghost you. You'll probably never hear from her. So then you do want to lead with something fun, something exciting. I know you guys want answers on that. Like, are coffee dates and bar dates okay? It's okay, but they each signal something different. So you just have to understand that when you ask for a coffee date versus a dinner versus the bar, this is all signaling something to her on what you want and how you view her. My name is Domo. Schedule a call with me below. Let's get you on game.
I'm really tired of coffee dates, if I can be honest. It costs you $2 to buy me a cup of coffee. It doesn't really show me that, like, you're really that invested in this potential relationship when you're...
Why the fuck do I need to be invested in meeting your goofy ass one time? No, you cute, but can you take pipe? Can you arch that back? Are you good in bed? All this investment. I remember this one time I took this bitch on a date and shit. This was when I was a simp. Took her, went all out, and she was bad in fucking bed. Never again. Can you take pipe? Good. Can you go multiple rounds? Do you know how to make me a sandwich after we get done fucking? Do you know how to shut the hell up? This is the bare minimum for me. And her goofy ass probably can't even do that because she's like, I'm light skinned, I got green eyes, and I'm used to niggas just putting me on pedestals because I'm that bitch and I got curly hair and shit. Can I pull on that hair when we fucking? Do you mind if I pull out a track? Can I pull on that fucking hair? Nah, don't touch my hair. Why can't I pull on it? That's the ATB requirement. I gotta pull on the hair. She can't even do that, then you don't need her.
Take taking me on a date, and I don't want your money. Don't worry, I don't need it. I could take myself out. I can buy myself coffee. But it's just kind of a reflection of, like, how interested are you in this investment of my hour or 2 hours of my time? Mind you, once again, my dad, when he took my mom out on a date, for the first time, he saved up money for 3 months to take her on.
This was back in the fucking day when women were traditional and when niggas had to walk miles with a bucket of chicken to pursue a woman. This ain't the damn 1950s, 60s civil rights era when we have, like, lady, stop comparing your parents' generation to our generation. Your mama didn't have Instagram, Raya, Hinge. Your mama didn't have OnlyFans to make money on the side. Women needed men to survive during that time. Stop. I hate when people compare. Well, back in the day, this ain't back in the day. It's 2026. Stop comparing.
Beautiful fancy date. He was making $4 an hour. So, but guess what? They've been married for what, 20, 30 years? Well, I'm 27, so they've been married for like 30 years actually. Anyways, all that being said, it's not too much to ask for. Because when you put your money down, it kind of shows that you're invested. You're putting an investment towards this. And if you
I can tell niggas kiss her ass because she's light skinned and got green eyes. I could just tell because y'all love y'all some light skinned hoes. She's used to niggas putting her on pedestals, but the type of niggas she wants, they're not pulling out the red carpet for her because they know their worth as a man. They know that this is a waste of time and money.
putting $2 down doesn't really show me that I'm like a big investment. This is more of just like, oh, let's see where this goes. Please don't waste my time. Please don't waste my time.
But how many times have you women wasted men's time when they do take you out on dates? I'm not feeling the spark. You don't text back. That's a waste of time there.
Once again, I can take myself out, you know? Just clarifying.
Everybody's talking about this whole coffee date situation. So I thought I would add my 2 cents as someone who is dating, who loves coffee shops, but I really hate coffee dates unless I make an exception. And I have made a few exceptions, and I'll get to that at the end. But I'm going to tell y'all my top reasons why you shouldn't go on coffee dates. The first thing people try to tell you to convince you to go on a coffee date is that it's faster than spending 3 hours at dinner or something like that. It's not. It's not faster. It's just cheaper. And that just is what it is. Like, it's not faster, because I went on a coffee date maybe like earlier this year, and we was at the coffee shop talking for 3 hours. This was not a faster than a dinner. Now, yes, we ended up having lunch, which is an exception. Okay, we had lunch while we were there. It was very cute. It was one of my favorite coffee shops in LA, but it wasn't faster. So if you think you're gonna get some sort of
Oh, so she's in LA, man. Where do you rank her? If y'all in LA, can she compete out there in LA? Let me know what y'all think. What is she? LA? She in LA 8? Is this a LA 10? Let me know in the comments if you are in LA. What is she rank in LA?
dating experience, you're not. So you might as well have taken me to dinner. Reason number 2 why I don't like coffee shop dates is because somebody's gonna have to poop after 15 or 20 minutes. I don't want to go to the bathroom and my date know that I just came from busting it wide open. Like, embarrassing. Number 3, I have told guys I don't do coffee dates because I like to look sexy on dates, and I'm not gonna look sexy at a coffee shop. So do you want to see me look sexy, or do you want to see me in my workout clothes?
She had to make this video because she's probably not getting that in LA. LA is fierce out there. If your ass is if you're in Atlanta 5, that doesn't translate to LA standards.
Because I'm not coming to a coffee shop date dressed up, point blank period. And I like to dress up when I go on dates. I like a little vibe, a little aesthetic. You're not going to get that on a coffee date, okay? With that being said, I'm not a hard and fast rules type of girl. So I actually went on a coffee date while I was traveling, because me and the guy, we went on an actual date the night before, and then the day after he was like, can I just get a little bit of your time? Can we meet for coffee in the morning? And I was like, period. I love a little time grab. I love a little time crunch moment. And yeah, went on a coffee date and I had a lot of fun. We had our laptops out. But also, I really love coffee shops. Like, I love new coffee shops and exploring like different ones around the city or whatever city I'm in. So yeah, I think if I had a boyfriend, if I had a man, we would definitely do coffee dates because I love coffee shops. But as far as somebody who's trying to get to know me,
let's keep it after dark. Oh, and one last thing. If you're a single parent, then you can do coffee shop dates during the day while your kid is at school. And you don't have to hire a sitter. That's another plus, but yeah.
Y'all are the low F.
Is she a single parent? Because why say that?
You out here dropping draws for food. Get some self-esteem and self-respect. Y'all scream.
I don't know. This woman is always speaking facts. She's always holding women accountable. Her stuff is pretty good.
I'm too good for a coffee date. You know what I wish you was too good for? I wish you was too good to be out here sleeping with men from dating apps on the first meetup. I wish that you were too good to be out here being side chicks. I wish that y'all thought that y'all was too good to be out here messing around with married men. I wish that y'all thought that y'all was too good to be out here entertaining men who only want to sleep with you but won't give you the actual commitment and string you along in situationships. I wish that you had enough self-esteem to be too good for that. I wish you were too good to be out here letting men continuously cheat on you over and over and then staying and playing to be his fool. I wish you felt like you was too good to be out here giving men money, putting your name on leases for men. I wish you was too good for that. I wish you was too good to be giving your body up for 9 months to carry babies for men who didn't want you. See, those are the things that I wish you thought that you were too good for. It's funny that the only thing that you think you're too good for is when it comes down to where a man take you to eat and drink, right? But when it comes down to the things that actually matter in life, the things that you really should think that you're too good for, you clearly don't think you're too good for those things at all. That's the reason why these men be out here dog walking you the way they do. Y'all don't enforce these imaginary standards in real life. And that's really all that matters. No matter what you say online, what you post online, it doesn't actually execute in real life. This topic is way too stupid to even be arguing with you bird brains in the comment section. But I'll let y'all argue amongst yourself and let you continue to help my engagement and get me paid.
Facts. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, all right? I'll holla at y'all. Peace.